Imagine this, you're standing at a crossroads. Two paths lie before you. One promises adventure, the other seems safe and familiar. You take a deep breath, ready to decide. But pause for a moment, do you really choose? Or has your decision already been written long before you arrived at this very moment? This is the mystery of life's greatest debate: free will versus destiny. Welcome to the ReliTalks, where we explore life's deepest questions with an open mind, a thoughtful heart, and a spirit of curiosity. Today, we're diving into a question that has fascinated humanity for thousands of years. Do we control our lives, or are we simply following a path carved out by fate? Throughout history, people have asked the same question. Am I the author of my own story, or am I acting out a script that was written before I was born? Free will suggests we have the power to choose our actions, our future, our destiny. On the other hand, destiny suggests that our path is already mapped out, that every success, every failure, every meeting, and every goodbye is part of a greater plan. This isn't just philosophy, it's deeply personal. Think about the choices you've made in your life so far. Were they entirely yours, or did you sometimes feel pulled by forces beyond your control? Philosophers have wrestled with this debate for centuries. The ancient Greeks gave us stories of fate, like that of Oedipus, whose destiny was foretold long before he could walk. Every choice he made to escape his fate only brought him closer to it. Stoic philosophers saw the universe as a rational design. Fate ruled the events of life, but humans still had the freedom to choose their attitude, to decide how they responded to fate's hand. Fast forward to modern philosophy. Existentialists like Jean-Paul Sartre claimed that we are condemned to be free. No grand design defines us. Instead, every action and every choice is our responsibility. And then there are determinists who argue that everything we do has a cause: our upbringing, our biology, even the culture around us. If everything has a cause, can we ever say we are truly free? Philosophy paints both sides: the comfort of destiny and the heavy responsibility of freedom. Across the world's faiths and spiritual traditions, free will and destiny appear again and again. In many beliefs, destiny is the unfolding of a divine plan, every event guided by a higher wisdom. Yet within these same traditions, there is strong teaching about human responsibility, about choosing good over evil, right over wrong. Other traditions speak of karma. The past influences the present, and the present shapes the future. Your destiny is not fixed forever, it bends according to your actions. Some mystics describe destiny as a river. The current flows toward the ocean, but within that current, you can swim, struggle, or drift. You cannot escape the river, but you can decide how to move within it. What we see here is balance, an interplay between fate and freedom. But what does modern science say? Neuroscience has made startling discoveries. Some experiments show that the brain shows signs of making a choice milliseconds before we consciously decide. This raises a haunting question. Are we truly choosing, or just becoming aware of choices already made inside the brain? Psychology reminds us that environment, culture, and genetics influence us deeply. A child raised in hardship may see the world differently than a child raised in comfort. Our desires, fears, and ambitions are shaped by forces we often don't control. Yet humans also show a remarkable ability to reflect and resist. People rise above circumstances, challenge the odds, and change the course of their lives. Science may question absolute free will, but it also highlights human resilience, the power to create meaning even within limits. Let me share a story. A young sailor once dreamed of crossing the seas. He believed he was destined to explore new lands. After years of preparation, he set sail, but a storm destroyed his ship and left him stranded on a deserted island. He could have given up. Instead, he built shelter, grew food, carved maps, and survived. Years later, a passing ship rescued him. The captain said, "Your survival is destiny." The sailor replied, "Perhaps. But it was my choices, my will to fight, to endure, to believe, that kept me alive." Was it destiny that saved him, or his free will that shaped his survival? That's the paradox we all live in. Arguments on both sides now, let's weigh both sides of the debate. If destiny rules all, then every achievement, every tragedy, every act of kindness or cruelty is part of a grand design. This gives comfort. It means nothing is meaningless. But it also raises hard questions. If all is destiny, what about accountability? If free will rules all, then we are entirely responsible for our lives. This empowers us. Every decision counts. But it can also feel overwhelming, especially when events beyond our control, accidents, disasters, loss, reshape our lives. Perhaps the truth lies in the middle. Destiny may set the stage, but free will writes the script. Destiny gives us circumstances, but free will gives us choices. Application in modern life. Why does this matter for us today? When a student studies for an exam, is success the result of hard work or destiny? When two people meet and fall in love, is it coincidence, choice, or fate? When tragedy strikes, do we accept it as destiny or fight back with willpower? In careers, relationships, and personal growth, our views on free will and destiny shape how we see ourselves. Believing in destiny can give hope in hard times, while believing in free will pushes us to act, to strive, to change. Most of us live with both beliefs. We trust that life has meaning, yet we also work to create our own path. So where does this leave us? Are we free or are we bound by destiny? Perhaps the answer is that we are both. Destiny may hand us the script, but free will determines how we deliver our lines. Destiny may open the doors, but free will decides if we walk through them. And maybe the true gift lies in the mystery itself. In questioning, in choosing, in living between freedom and fate, we find meaning. As you continue your own journey, pause and ask yourself, how much of my life is shaped by destiny and how much by my choices? The answer may change how you see every decision you make. Thank you for listening to the ReliTalks. If this exploration gave you something to think about, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into life's biggest questions. Until next time, keep questioning, keep seeking, and keep living your story.